Roughly 29% of Americans plan to move, and another nearly 26% aspire to move but have no plans to do so. But here's a twist. 75% of Americans who moved last year have regrets. What if you knew the cheapest cities to retire in, or what the most dangerous cities in America are, or why everyone seems to be leaving certain cities? This is crucial information that you'll want to know before relocating. I'm here to help you avoid these regrets by talking about the migration trends within the country, and later in this video, the top 5 cities you should consider as top options when it comes to several factors including job prospects, affordable housing, growth, and quality of life. Of course, crime statistics are relevant too. And here's something interesting. More and more Americans are opting to go abroad, but not too far away. Mexico City. Check this out.
In the span of the last century, Mexico City's population increased tenfold. Compare that to New York City and LA. Mexico City is currently the largest city in North America, home to over 9 million people and a greater area population of about 22 million. With the rise of remote work during the pandemic, many Americans had the opportunity to work abroad. In 2022, more Americans visited Mexico by air than those from any other country. That same year, just over 30,000 Americans applied for or renewed residency visas in the country, nearly double the number of visas from 2019. Many digital nomads come in on tourist visas, so the real number of people calling Mexico City home, even temporarily, is likely higher. It is impossible to know how many Americans are currently living in Mexico City. But between the weather, proximity to the US, and affordable prices, an increasing number of remote workers are congregating here.
Honestly, I think it's really a matter of life stage, of where you are in life. Imagine it as different chapters in a book. When you're just starting out in the grown-up world, you might be excited about finding cool jobs or exploring new places. As you build a family, the focus could shift to having a cozy home and good schools for the little ones. In the middle of your career, you might think about moving up the job ladder and finding a place that suits your lifestyle. Later on, when the kids have flown from the nest or retirement's around the corner, the idea of living in a peaceful spot with nice weather might become more appealing. Now, of course, health, money, and the overall vibe of a place are factors to consider. A friend of mine, she and her husband moved from the Northern Virginia area where they lived for over 20 years. They said that they wanted a slower pace for retirement, so they just built a home in a small town that was growing just outside of Savannah, Georgia. They just love it there. Short drive to the historic downtown Savannah with all of its great restaurants and shops, beautiful oak trees, less than an hour to the beaches, 2 hours to Charleston or Jacksonville for a day trip, beautiful islands and marshlands surrounding coastal Georgia. And if they get really homesick for the big city or need a serious shopping fix, Atlanta is just 4 hours away for a weekend trip. Plus, the mountains are about 5 hours away if they really want to kind of get away from it all. Basically, it's their retirement dream come true. So, like I said, it's about finding the right fit for where you are in life. Hopefully, I can help you out with your choice with our top 5 cities to call home in 2024 later in this video. Even if you don't want to follow the herd, I highly recommend sticking around. Because think about it, if you finish this video that tells where everyone's moving to, you can be sure to avoid those places. Makes sense, right? So yeah, stay right there, you guys. First, a quick look at the history of relocating in the United States. In the 2000s, about 20% of Americans would move in a given year compared to figures in the low teens more recently. Even data, including the peak years of the coronavirus pandemic, shows a decline. According to the U.S. Census Bureau's American Community Survey, 13.7% of Americans moved in 2019 compared to 12.8% in 2021. But it looks like this downtrend is changing. The research team at Architectural Digest found that roughly 29% plan to move and another nearly 26% aspire to move but have no plans to do so. While not everyone who wants to move actually does, the main point is that many Americans feel restless and they feel like they want to change. Most of them either moved, are thinking about moving, or wished to move someday. Only 15% say that there's nothing that would make them move in the future. Some more insights from this Architectural Digest report. Gen Z and millennials are on the move. About 39% have relocated or plan to in 2023, driven by affordability, jobs, and safety concerns. Americans crave more affordable living. 29% plan to move this year to lower their cost of living. Gen Z, 28%, and baby boomers, 18%, would be willing to move to communities that share their beliefs and their values. More than 30% of younger generations, Gen Z and millennials, they want to relocate to a safer area. But what do you guys think? Any of these trends speaking to you? We're definitely staying on top of things here on the channel, so make sure you subscribe and tap that notification bell, all right? I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I always appreciate you guys lighting up the like button. And if you want to take it a step further, feel free to click the join button and become a member of the channel. We'd love to have you. But let's continue. The number one top reason that people are willing to move? Affordability. I mean, were you really surprised? Of the roughly 85% of individuals across Gen Z, Millennials, Gen X, and Baby Boomers who would move for one reason or another, affordability was the most cited reason. Nearly 42% of respondents reported that finding an area with more affordable housing or a lower cost of living would compel them to move. The other top reasons to move vary by age, but two additional factors besides affordability rank in the top reasons to move across all generations: to live in a safer area and to be closer to friends and family. Honestly, it makes sense. Whether you're in your 20s or your 60s, living in a safe area, being close to loved ones, those are the top reasons that may spur a move. Additional factors that are more age-specific rank differently. For instance, Gen Z and Millennials, they rank moving for a new job as the number 2 reason to move. Meanwhile, taxes rank in the top 5 reasons for Gen X and Baby Boomers. But even with all the hype, we have to be careful. 75% of Americans who moved last year have regrets. Yeah, a recent survey showed that 3 out of your 4 Americans say that they had regrets about relocating last year. Just under half of the respondents said that they had cried at some point during the move too. To sum it up, their regrets included unexpected costs, the hassle to move, missing lost items in the move, or simply not liking the new home. But the number one regret was a tie between not moving to a bigger place and missing the previous home, which was selected by 20% of those surveyed. These are the top reasons Americans regret moving to a new home in 2022. I wish I moved to a bigger place, 20%. I miss my old home, 20%. I wish I got rid of more stuff, 19%. It was too much of a hassle, 19%. It took too long, 18%. The move negatively impacted my relationships. Items went missing. I don't like my new home. I wish I moved to a smaller place. So to help you avoid all of that regret, let me help you out. Here's our top 5 list of cities to consider for your move. And this is based on the US News and World Report annual list of the 150 best places to live in the US recently released. Here's how editors said the magazine determined the picks, analyzing the 150 most populous metropolitan areas and evaluating several factors including job prospects, affordability, growth, and quality of life. Of course, we're not going to go through all 150 cities, so instead, let's just go ahead and jump to the top 5. And if you do want to see the entire list of 150 cities, I'll be sure to leave a link for you guys in the description down below this video. Number 5, Sarasota, Florida. Sarasota, Florida is like a dream come true for so many reasons. Imagine living in a place where it feels like a vacation every day, with awesome beaches along the Gulf of Mexico. And it's not just about the sun and the sand. Sarasota is like an artsy paradise with cool theaters and galleries, making it perfect for creative souls. If you're thinking about kicking back and enjoying life, Sarasota is a retirement gem, offering a chill vibe, great healthcare, and tons of fun things to do. Job-wise, it's got a bit of everything, from healthcare to tech. Plus, the city is all about outdoor adventures. Whether you're into nature trails, golf, or cool community events, with low crime and super friendly folks, Sarasota is like the ultimate blend of beachy beauty, culture, and a laid-back lifestyle. Basically, living the Florida dream. Number 4, Boulder, Colorado. Boulder, Colorado is where the magic happens. And it's no wonder people are packing their bags to be part of this incredible city. Nestled against the majestic Rocky Mountains, Boulder is a dream for adventure seekers with endless hiking trails and world-class rock climbing spots. But it's not just about the outdoors. Boulder is a hotbed for innovation and education, thanks to the University of Colorado and a booming tech scene that's full of exciting job opportunities. It's also a great place for foodies. Boulder's all about the farm-to-table culinary scene and craft beer culture. Really? The community here revolves around healthy living and sustainability. So it's a perfect fit for those who want an eco-friendly lifestyle. Boulder's culture vibe, with its art galleries, music festivals, and inclusive events, adds the perfect touch to this vibrant city. In a nutshell, Boulder is not just a place to live. People consider it a haven for nature lovers, a playground for innovators, and a community that celebrates the good things in life. It's no wonder everybody's so eager to call Boulder home. Next, number 3, Raleigh Durham, North Carolina. Raleigh Durham, North Carolina is the ultimate hotspot for those who want to have a perfect blend of career opportunities, cultural richness, and family-friendly vibes. At the heart of it all is the renowned Research Triangle Park, offering all sorts of jobs in cutting-edge industries, making it a go-to destination for professionals with a knack for innovation. Culture's there too, with the city's vibrant museums, theaters, and a buzzing music scene that just keeps the community entertained year-round. Families love the top-notch education options provided by institutions like Duke and UNC Chapel Hill, where Michael Jordan went, while nature enthusiasts just love the abundance of green spaces and outdoor activities that are made all the better by the mild climate. Raleigh Durham strikes the perfect balance between career growth, cultural engagement, and a quality lifestyle. So definitely a strong choice for people looking to relocate. Next on our list, number 2, Huntsville, Alabama. First, there's NASA's Marshall Space Flight Center and the U.S. Army's Redstone Arsenal, making the city a job hub for professionals seeking dynamic careers in aerospace and cutting-edge research. Huntsville also offers a welcoming and family-friendly environment with affordable housing, excellent schools, and recreational activities for everyone. Nature lovers can enjoy the scenic beauty of Monte Sano State Park and the Tennessee River, while the city's commitment to green spaces enhances overall well-being. There's also a thriving cultural scene including museums, theaters, and an artsy community. You just can't go wrong with Huntsville's blend of southern hospitality with a friendly atmosphere. Last but definitely not least, Green Bay, Wisconsin. People don't just go here for the Green Bay Packers. The city has Lake Michigan with its parks, trails, and outdoor spaces for people who enjoy the connection with nature. Oh, and the key word with Green Bay? Affordability. They also have their cultural scene too, historic district and museums and all. Everything there just adds character to Green Bay. Definitely a place you would call home. Now, let's get this straight. I'm not getting paid to advertise these places at all. This is not a sponsored video. These are legitimately on the top list from the US News and World Report. We can definitely talk more about other cities on the list. You guys just say the word and I'm there. In the meantime, I'll be hard at work creating the next content for the next documentary video. I'll see you guys there.